Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Jennifer with True to You Yoga, and this week's WTH bite is going to be about boat pose. I've had a few questions about it. So first, let's go back to when we were in elementary school and we had to balance something on the fulcrum. If you recall, it didn't matter if you balanced it smack in the middle of the piece of wood or whatever. It's always determined by how long some was to how wide it was to find that balance. Just like even on a seesaw, depending on your weight and where you are determines how it's going to be balanced. Like one of us would have to like scoot forward to get that even balance. It's the same way kind of in boat pose. The fulcrum is your bottom, and where you are in that pose is going to depend on how long your torso is, how long your legs are, how heavy your legs are, because some of us, our bones are more dense than others, so that plays a part in it as well. Let's go through a few options you can do for boat, and then also some things you can do to strengthen those lower abs for your boat pose, because a lot of it comes from your lower abs. So here we are on our bottoms. Your chest and is lifted, so like there's a string up to the sky lifting from your chest. Your head is in line with your spine as much as you can make it. Your back is long, and think about kind of flipping your tailbone out just a little bit, because if it's tucked under, you're rounding, and we don't want that. We want it straight. And then we'll just start with our feet on the floor. Your knees are bent. Place your hands behind your knees and just kind of start to lean back. You will find where your abs kick in when you start leaning back. You'll be like, yep, that's it. And for everybody, it will be a little bit different. Once you're here, your feet are still planted firmly on the floor. We're not lifting those suckers up yet. You can stay here in this position, keeping that spine long. If you want a little bit more, you can release one hand, continue to keep those abs engaged. And if you release it, make sure you switch and do the other hand as well. When you feel pretty comfortable here, you can do both hands. Now remember what I was saying about the fulcrum and your bottom being a fulcrum? That's going to determine how far you're back, the weight in your legs, the weight in your upper body, the length of them as well. So if you have a shorter upper body, it's going to be a different, you might be able to go back a little bit farther possibly than those with the taller torso. If you're pretty comfortable here with your hands released, you can always try to lift one leg and then the other leg. Or another option, if you do want to try to lean back farther, you can always use a strap around your thighs to help engage those abs some more as you go back, leaving your feet on the floor when you do this. If you feel up to it, you can try to lift both legs. They can be bent, your knees can be bent. Straightening them, of course, is going to be harder. You can always keep your hands behind your thighs as you straighten or bend them. You don't need to be in like this perfect V pose or anything like that, because remember, depends on your body. Now, some things to do to help strengthen that lower ab area. My daughters called them lemon squeezers in gymnastics. So keep that flat back again and place your hands behind you. From here, you can go ahead and lengthen your legs out, and then we are just going to bend our knees and bring our feet, our heels in towards our bottom, using your abs as you do this. You can lean back into your arms as well, bend them, give yourself lots of support for your upper body. When you're comfortable there, then you can keep your legs raised some and squeeze in. Think about that movement though, coming from your lower abs, squeezing them in, not from your knees bending. It's your abs doing the work. When you're comfortable here, your next option is to leave your arms up as you do these two motions, keeping your feet on the floor or keeping your feet lifted. And you can do these 1 foot at a time. If you want a little bit more, you can start to lower your upper body down and your legs down and then squeeze it all together at once, where it would look more like this. Remember to keep that engagement in your lower abs though while you're doing that to strengthen for your boat pose. A static pose is pretty darn difficult. Keep in mind though, it's always going to depend on your body type. So you want to make that boat pose work for you, not you try to shove your body into that boat pose. If y'all have any questions, please let me know, drop them below. Please like and subscribe. I would so very much appreciate it. May you always stay true in your intentions, true to your heart's desire, and speak love and truth to those around you. Love ya.